Have you ever looked at a model in WoW and wondered, why does this look so bizarre? There are so many game models in World of Warcraft that there's going to be some models that don't quite hit the mark and kind of look out of place. And I think, we've seen this throughout many iterations of WoW, that there are some models that definitely stand out from the crowd and, yeah, I would say are quite strange. A good example are these cannonballs, which I believe are still in retail WoW to this day. As you can see, there's basically no polygons on these cannonballs, and it is such a bad texture. It's like a gradient that goes from like light to dark. I gotta imagine they designed this model in really early days of WoW's developments, but for whatever reason they're still in the game today. Another strange WoW model in the game is babies in general. Blizzard seems to be really bad at designing babies. I don't quite know why, and it's kind of the same with children, but more specifically with babies in WoW. A lot of them have this very strange design. Their art style just looks very uncanny, like it doesn't really fit in with the rest of WoW, and the proportions are very bizarre. And some of them just have features that just you wouldn't expect a baby to have. Look at those eyebrows. I don't know why, but Blizzard just seems to have a very strange idea of what babies look like, but hey, there you go. Before the Burning Crusade, Blizzard had these high elves running around the game, and these were very limited, like they weren't too many, but as you can see, the models are very outdated, very strange looking, and some just have face textures that were taken from night elves, but with a albino skin to it. These models are kind of unique and interesting to say the least, especially considering that you don't see them too often. Another model in WoW that you don't really see anymore is the Defias Watchman. The Defias Watchman is this unique human model. It's noticeably more skinny compared to the regular human models. There may be other NPCs in the game that share this model, but it's most noteworthy in the Deadmines. It's actually quite a cool looking model, I must say, and I think in Cataclysm this got changed and it got beefed up to a more updated version. Now it's got more polygons and such. I think the classic Defias Watchman model was a really cool look. It's kind of interesting to see what humans would look like if they didn't have these bulky, crazy muscular proportions that we got in the official release. But for whatever reason, these skinny, agile looking humans were still put in the game. I kind of like this guy. I think he looks pretty damn cool. Like, this guy screams rogue. Like, you look at this guy and he has a roguish build. There's a unique thing in Chinese WoW where a lot of the undead models had to have their models edited to remove bones, which is a bit tricky when there's so much undead in the game. But hey, they basically just transformed a lot of the undead that have like ribs or flesh showing to basically just be these pale human creatures, so to speak. Now, it's just funny to look at this guy and you may be wondering, why does it look so strange? And this is a good example of how this turns out. A very strange model indeed, that you will only see if you're playing the Chinese version of the game. So classic WoW pets are also pretty strange, most notably for the fact that they basically have no polygons. The amount of polygons that you can count in the prairie dog, for example, you can basically count on one hand. It is funny to look at some of the early pets that Blizzard made for the game, just in how basic the artwork was. Another very strange model in the game is Goblin Children. I don't know why, but Blizzard, for some reason, designed Goblin Children to be one of the most disturbing looking creatures imaginable. I don't know why. I know goblins are kind of strange in the game, but man, the children of goblins are just, it looks like they've seen a ghost. They just have like this crazy like wide-eye expression, like they are going to kill someone. It's just very disconcerting. Blizzard, they're very weird with babies and children. Like, they're very bad at this. They have a very unique idea of what they look like. Goblin Children are a good example of this. If you enjoyed this video, chances are you'll enjoy my video on the largest zone in WoW, which you can go check out right here.